Hi folks, Ben from Snowy's today running through all the features of this Australian-made Blacksmith four-wheel drive wheel bag.
Hit it.
This wheel bag is all Australian-made, made from heavy-duty 370 GSM polycotton canvas with a PVC lining inside and has two handy pockets on each side for extra gear storage. Before we dive in, we've got loads more content like this on our channel, so make sure you like and subscribe below. Now let's jump into the product. Now I've got the Blacksmith wheel bag sitting on a wheel in the shop here. Now this is all Australian made. Wherever they can, they've used Australian made materials. It's all put together, cut and put together here in Australia. So it's as Aussie as it gets. Now this will suit 31 to 33 inch tires is what Blacksmith says, but I've actually got this sitting on a 35 inch tire here in the shop at the moment. So it fits quite a range of tire sizes. If you want a bit more information on how to attach it, check out our other video on how this attaches to a tire. It's really straightforward and simple. Now it weighs about 2.35 kilos, dimensions about 70 centimeters by 70 centimeters and about 16 centimeters in depth this way. That obviously varies depending on what you've got packed inside, but that's a loose idea of what the sort of dimensions are. Now we'll cover off on all the details today. We'll start by looking at the back here. Now it's a 370 GSM proofed polycotton, Dyna-proofed Australian-made canvas. So even the canvas itself is made here in Australia, and it's proofed to be sort of rot-proof and also for waterproofness as well. So it's a really high-quality, heavy-duty canvas that this is made of. All put together with polycotton core-spun thread. So durable thread that's put together. So not just durable materials, but durable components that are used to put it all together. Underneath that, 50mm nylon webbing with a bit of a retainer strap here, and then at the base here, you can't quite see them, but there's durable, high quality side release buckles here to attach it to your tyre. So two straps down the back and the retainer here to secure it. Having a look at the side, same 370 GSM canvas that runs over the top of the tyre here. So this pocket here is what secures it to your wheel, not just straps over the top. So a really secure way of keeping it on your tyre. And then we come around to the front here. Have a look at the features here. This is the lid that comes up over the top, so it offers really good weather protection if you have got stuff in there that you don't want to get too too wet. Now it's not completely waterproof, but obviously rain is going to run down away from whatever's inside. And you've got a couple of stainless steel D rings on the front here. Now these are just for use in the campsite. You probably wouldn't want to transport anything on these while you're driving, but maybe something to attach like a bin bag or maybe some ropes to when you're in the campsite, just to keep it nice and secure. Moving down from that, you've got 50mm webbing again with two more of those durable side release buckles here. These are high quality buckles here, so they're not going to bust up over time. And they're attached down the base here, anchored in here to be really secure. And you've got this little guide here as well, so that when these do drop down, when you undo this, this doesn't sort of disappear right down below the wheel here. So just a bit of a retainer there for the straps. Now I'll leave that undone because I want to show you inside, but before I go all the way, I just want to show you the pockets on the side here. So I'll spin this around. This is a Tough Tex mesh. It's not by no means a lightweight mesh. This is a really heavy duty mesh that feels tough. It's not going to fray or sort of deteriorate over time. And this just gives you a bit of storage for probably something damp, maybe a cloth or something, if you've got a damp cloth, or rubbish and things that you don't want to retain inside, but allows a bit of breathable, sort of a bit of air to get to it. And there's just a little Velcro tab at the top of each of those to secure whatever you've got on the side there. And that features on the other side here as well. It's the same deal. Velcro tab at the top and your mesh pocket on the side. Probably a good place for gloves as well, things that you need quick access to. Now if we go inside the bag, we fold this back up over the top. It doesn't go all the way because this is sort of comes over the side here to make sure this overlaps this, to ensure that what's inside is as weather protected as it can be. But this does push up far enough to access the bag quite easily. You can see you've got all of this here. Some wheel bags will only sort of get to this point here, and you've got a small access point. This does push up far enough. In fact, it just tucks up over the top of the wheel there, even, so you can leave that up and out of the way. So while you're in camp, you've got your lid tucked up out the way. And you can see that this is all lined with a PVC. Now this is an Australian 680 GSM PVC inside here, and it's featured throughout the inner of the bag. Even inside here, you've got PVC lining. So if you need to clean this out, really easy to do so. Even if you hosed it out, you want to make sure you dry it out thoroughly if you do hose it out. But if you do hose it out, you have got a little drain bung in the bottom there as well. It's going to let dust and particularly water out if it does get wet inside. Inside there's about 60 litres of volume, so quite a large amount of space in here, and it comes out about 16 centimetres from sort of the back stitching point here to here. So if you're talking about this being a flat edge, about 16 centimetres in depth, but this obviously does bow out a little bit, so tons of room for tarps, ropes, recovery gear if you like, even rubbish and stuff you could keep in here. Heaps and heaps of room for storage inside. I do want to point out some of the attention to detail that is pretty classic in all of Blacksmith's products. All of these seams inside here are bound, so right down and across the base, that's all bound. Up over the top here, these are all bound. So you've got canvas and polyester sewn together and then bound with this nylon tape over the top here as well. So as with all Blacksmith products, attention to detail is not lost on their wheel bag here. And this is also made to be a durable bag that is going to sit on the back of your four-wheel drive for kilometres and kilometres of adventure. And it's only going to look better and better as it gets older with age, but it's still going to keep performing just as it did the day you bought it. That is the Blacksmith Camping Supplies four-wheel drive wheel bag. Check them out online at snowies.com.au.